All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Valsa Williams. The headlines. Political crisis further deepens in Karnataka as 13 rebel Congress and JDS MLAs refuse to withdraw their resignations. Lok Sabha to take up discussion on union budget today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi shares a blog on water conservation, calls upon people to share tips on conserving ecology. UAE Foreign Minister to hold bilateral talks with External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar in New Delhi. Indian sprinter Hima Das bagged second international gold medal in women's 200-meter event in Poland. Political crisis has further deepened in Karnataka after 13 rebel Congress and JDS MLAs refused to withdraw their resignations. In a last-ditch effort to save the coalition government, leaders of both Congress and JDS made frantic efforts to reach out to the rebel MLAs yesterday. The rebels, however, ruled out withdrawing their resignations. Talking to media persons in Mumbai, rebel Congress MLA Som Shekhar said there is no question of going back on their decision.
Totally 13 MLAs, resignation letter to Speaker and informed to Governor. All 13 MLAs are together. No question of going back to Bangalore and withdraw the resignation.
10 rebel Congress MLAs are lodged in a hotel in Mumbai since their resignations. Among the 13 rebel legislators who have resigned recently, 3 are from JDS. Assembly Speaker K.R. Ramesh is scheduled to take up the resignations tomorrow. Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy, who returned to Bengaluru yesterday evening from a personal trip to the US, is all set to call an emergency cabinet meeting today. Congress Legislature Party leader Siddaramaiah has convened a CLP meeting tomorrow morning. In a letter sent to all party MLAs, he said stern action will be taken against MLAs who do not attend the Legislature Party meeting.
The fate of coalition government hangs in balance as Congress and JDS leaders hold consultations to find ways to mitigate the crisis. The rebel MLAs in Mumbai have shown no sign yet to withdraw their resignations. It is said that they have promised cabinet berths or post of chairman of boards and corporation. The assembly session is set to begin from July 12. It has to be seen whether the political drama will culminate into floor test where speaker will play a key role. With Sudhendra report from Bengaluru, Sanjeev Jasrotia, AIR News.
On the other hand, BJP maintained that the party has nothing to do with the current crisis. State BJP Party President B.S. Yediyurappa said they are not going to meet the governor and will wait for the Speaker's decision tomorrow. Lok Sabha will take up general discussion on the union budget for 2019-20 today. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman presented the budget on Friday. More from our correspondent.
Home Minister Amit Shah will introduce the Unlawful Activities Prevention Amendment Bill and the National Investigation Agency Amendment Bill 2019. The Consumer Protection Bill and the Jallianwala Bagh National Memorial Amendment Bill will also be introduced in the lower house. The Rajya Sabha is scheduled to debate the Dentist Amendment Bill and Aadhaar and Other Laws Amendment Bill. The Dentist Amendment Bill, which was introduced in Lok Sabha last month, seeks to amend the Dentist Act 1948 and help reduce redundancy by restructuring the dental councils. With Saubhagyakar, Swati Rakheja for AIR News, Delhi.
The News Services Division of All India Radio in its weekly bilingual live phone-in program Public Speak will bring you a discussion tonight on Jan Akanshaon Ka Budget, Aam Budget 2019-20. This can be heard on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:30 p.m. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has shared a blog on his Twitter account on water conservation. In his blog titled A Daughter, a Tree and a Teacher, Mr. Modi has discussed an age-old process to conserve water. Through the blog, Mr. Modi shared his happiness and thanked the people for liking his tweet regarding planting trees. The Prime Minister also welcomed the interest of people towards his initiative. The Prime Minister has asked students to bring soiled water left after washing of utensils at home and to water the plants with the soiled water. He concluded with a request to people to share such tips and experiments for conserving the ecology. In his Mann Ki Baat program of AIR on the 30th of last month, Mr. Modi called upon people to create awareness about water conservation.
हम सब साथ मिलकर पानी की हर बूंद को बचाने का संकल्प करें। पानी के स्पर्श से नवजीवन निर्मित हो जाता है। पानी की एक एक बूंद को बचाने के लिए एक जागरूकता अभियान की शुरुआत करें। इसमें पानी से जुड़ी समस्याओं के बारे में बताएं, साथ ही पानी बचाने के तरीकों का प्रचार प्रसार करें।
Union Minister Nitin Gadkari has said that surplus production of sugar is a big problem and suggested to the sugar mills to focus on producing ethanol instead of sugar. He was speaking at the Sugar Conference 2020 in Pune yesterday. He said currently sugar production in the country is surplus and there is no profitability in increasing the production of sugar. Mr. Gadkari added that the centre has come out with a transparent policy related to ethanol and the Petroleum Ministry is also ready to buy it. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. Foreign Minister of the United Arab Emirates, Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan, will hold bilateral talks with External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar in New Delhi today. The visiting dignitary will also call on Prime Minister Narendra Modi tomorrow. The UAE Foreign Minister arrived in New Delhi last night on a 3-day visit to India. A report.
The visit is aimed at not only strengthening the comprehensive strategic partnership, but also to explore new areas of cooperation between the two countries. India and the UAE enjoy warm, close and multifaceted relationships underpinned by historic, cultural, religious and economic linkages. The UAE is India's third largest trade partner and fourth largest energy supplier. A 3.3 million strong Indian community, largest in the Gulf region, has made the UAE its second home and is contributing towards its development. Kanchan Prasad, AIR News, Dubai.
Most parts of Uttar Pradesh received heavy rain yesterday. The Met Department said rainfall is likely to continue for some time. At least 10 people lost their lives in rain-related incidents. More from our correspondent.
2 persons each died in Mirzapur and Pratapgarh when lightning struck them, while 1 person each died in Moradabad, Ambedkar Nagar, Hathras, Prayagraj and Amethi districts due to various reasons related to rain. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has announced a gratia of 4 lakh rupees each for the family of deceased persons. In last 24 hours, monsoon has covered almost every part of the state. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
In Madhya Pradesh, light to heavy rainfall is continuing in many parts of the state, including capital Bhopal. Met Department has warned of heavy rains in 26 districts of the state during the next 24 hours. A report.
Rainfall affected the lives of the people in Guna, Vidisha, Anupur, Jhabua and Alirajpur districts. 6 gates of the Omkareshwar Dam have been opened due to continuous rain in Khandwa district. Banjara Dam on the river Sheep in Shiopur district has also full. Traffic on the Sagar-Bhopal road was closed due to the collapse of the Patha bridge in Raisan district. While there is a possibility of showers with strong winds and thunderstorms in Bhopal, Indore, Hoshangabad and Ujjain divisions. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
In Uttar Pradesh, 29 people were killed and 24 injured in a road accident on Yamuna Expressway in Agra district this morning. The mishap occurred during the wee hours at Jharna Nala in Ehmadpur area when a UP Roadways bus skidded off the road and fell into a nala. Agra DM NG Ravi Kumar said police and local administration reached the spot and started rescue operation. He said the injured have been admitted to various hospitals. 6 injured passengers are in serious condition. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has expressed grief over the incident. Conceived and prioritized under Puducherry Smart City Development Plan, a bicycle sharing scheme is to be introduced in Puducherry in a couple of months. The registered users or customers can use the bicycles to hop from one place to another within the boulevard area. A report.
For the scheme, 100 spots have been identified for cycle docking stations. To begin with, 20 docking stations with 10 to 15 cycles each are to be set up in places like Beach Promenade, Bharati Park, Gandhi Tidal, Aurobindo Ashram and Railway Station. Bhuvaragan, a resident of Puducherry, said this is a welcome step taken by the government under the Smart City Plan.
The bicycle sharing scheme is a novel scheme suitable to Pondicherry. The boulevard area of the city is too narrow to run buses. Puducherry is overcrowded and this scheme will no doubt help the tourists a lot.
This scheme is one among the 22 prioritized schemes of the Puducherry Smart City project, for which about 194 crore rupees would be spent. Chandramohan, Puducherry.
The Assam government has cancelled all leaves of doctors, paramedical staff and surveillance workers in order to deal with the outbreak of encephalitis that has claimed 49 lives across the state since January. In an order issued by the Health and Family Welfare Department, all leaves of government medical staff in the state were cancelled to effectively deal with the present situation of a rising acute encephalitis syndrome and Japanese encephalitis cases. U.S. President Donald Trump has warned Iran over its imminent breach of a uranium enrichment cap. Speaking to reporters in New Jersey, Mr. Trump said, "Iran better be careful because you enrich for one reason." U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo earlier said that Iran's latest expansion of its nuclear program will lead to further isolation and sanctions. Meanwhile, Iran has said it was set to breach the uranium enrichment cap set by an endangered 2015 nuclear deal within hours as it seeks to press other parties into keeping their side of the bargain. The move to start enriching uranium above the agreed maximum purification level of 3.67% comes despite opposition from the European Union and the United States. The U.S. unilaterally withdrew from the agreement in 2018. Greek Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras admitted defeat in a general election won handily by the conservative New Democracy Party after over 4 years in opposition. Early results from 40% of polling stations showed New Democracy scoring a crushing victory by nearly 40% to over 31% for Tsipras' leftist Syriza party. If the results are confirmed, New Democracy leader Kyriakos Mitsotakis will have a majority of 158 lawmakers in the 300-seat parliament. Star Indian sprinter Hima Das won her second international gold in women's 200 meters with a top finish at the Kutno Athletics meet in Poland yesterday. Hima clocked 23.97 seconds to clinch the gold, while VK Vismaya bagged the silver in 24.06 seconds. This was Hima's second competitive 200-meter race of the year. She has a personal best of 23.10 seconds, which she clocked last year. In badminton, India's Parupalli Kashyap lost to Li Shipeng of China in the men's singles title clash of the Canada Open late last night. Kashyap entered the final, defeating Taiwan's Wang Tzu-wei in a semi-final encounter at Calgary yesterday. Li downed Koki Watanabe of Japan in the other semi-final. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Subhadra Ramachandran.
Thank you, Valsa. Political developments in Karnataka receive prominent attention in the press. Kumaraswamy, back from US, goes into huddle with Congress to save government is the lead in the Indian Express. Congress JDS offer Mantri post to rebels. 13 dissenting legislators reject deal, writes the Times of India. Rahul A. Devra's India Quit Party post highlights the Pioneer. Mail Today terms it raining resignations. On the delayed monsoon onset, the Hindustan Times states, rain likely over 4 days, but deficit may not be covered. Those who file IT returns with only Aadhaar will get PAN automatically, informs the Pioneer. Under the caption Decoding the Budget, an Economic Times poll predicts, markets unlikely to see fireworks this Diwali. Government may set October deadline for Air India sale, reports the Business Standard. And finally, the Hindustan Times focuses on road safety, observing rigorous testing find Delhiites lacking in basic skills as half of applicants fail driving tests in automated format. And with that, it's back to you, Valsa.
Thank you, Subhadra. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Political crisis further deepens in Karnataka as 13 rebel Congress and JDS MLAs refuse to withdraw their resignations. Lok Sabha to take up discussion on the union budget today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi shares a blog on water conservation, calls upon people to share tips on conserving ecology. UAE Foreign Minister to hold bilateral talks with External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar in New Delhi. And Indian sprinter Hima Das bagged second international gold medal in women's 200-meter event in Poland. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.com. With that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.